It's been 3.5 years of fighting for custody back and forth, so it's not just a matter of like submitting your agreement. Like in the beginning stages, you can, submit your agreement, but at this point where we're at right now, 3.5 years later, the courts are going to want something. They're going to want a custody agreement. They're going to want something, that they can write. So I don't know how it is in other states, but you can actually pay, you can pay a paralegal to write up your documentation that you guys both agree in family court. So, which is really, really simple. You can get like the documents on legal, what is it? US legal. I have it right here. You can get the documents on US Search, US Legal Services. You just pull it up. I think you have to pay for it, but there's like this thing. It says US Legal. All you have to do is just go into the US Legal, and they have a bunch of different like forms, a bunch of different stuff that you can find. Like I'm looking at one right now is just, I typed in modifying orders. Okay. So I typed in modifying orders and petition to modify previous orders, change of circumstances. Like it'll give you like ideas. You do have to pay a little bit for the service. But when you're going back to family court and it's a life and death situation, I recommend you figure something out, so that way it's beneficial for yourself and your child. In California, once the child reaches like 14, 15 years old, they carry a little bit more weight in the family courts. And that's kind of like with almost every state. Every state will start to consider the child and what they feel and what their feelings are and which household they want to stay at. So that's why sometimes you'll hear a lawyer go, how old is your child? Because they're asking, the reason why they're asking is because they want to know how old your child is and how much weight they'll carry in the court. A child that is, they want to check on maturity level. They want to check on, how long they spend with each parent, that type of situation. And you guys just got to make sure that, you guys are being parents enough and making sure that you're being understanding enough and making sure that you're meeting your child's needs, because the court's going to look at that, and also to the other thing is you have to also place the child in therapy, probably for like the whole duration that they're in the family court system. That's one of the things that they recommend for family court. So you just got to be very careful with like the whole situation. Just make sure that this is what you want to do. I'm looking for my comments. I really don't see my comments. I don't know if anybody asked anything. Let me see. No, I don't think anybody really asked anything yet. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know. You can put them in the chat and I'll go over them. But yeah, so basically you just got to go to put in their modifying orders. Let's see. Let me try putting in agreement. I think you should be able to also find agreement to family court in here. There's an agreement to annul. I would say an agreement for family court. So what I'm looking at is US Legal Forms. It's an online portal where you can find documents to help you write stuff for the family court. So I'm in California, so you just check whatever state that you're in This one has post-nuptial agreement package. You can purchase actual packages. Like, you know, if you decide to do like a prenuptial agreement, legal separation, that type of stuff. So I can show you guys. Let me move my camera and I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So you guys can go on here, move my camera. It's U.S. legal forms. Sorry guys, it was messing up when I was doing it. I was getting my phone on the other one. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. It's let me pull it closer for you guys. So this is US legal. You can find everything that you need here. You basically click whatever state you're in. Right here is marital separation and property agreement. No children's parties may have joint. So if you guys need a documentation, you just got to go to US legal. US legal forms. Okay. It has like kind of like a bird, just so I could show you guys. It's right here. See it? So this is what I use when I need to find something for family court. So like right here is legal separation. If you need a prenuptial agreement, you can have that. Financial statements, legal separation. So just to let you know, what I did before is I went into modifying orders. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Let's see, custody. Okay, so this is custody. So petition for custody and support of minor child. Okay, so you just click on this and the form will come up how you need it. Okay, this is for California, guys. So you guys do have to pay for this. I'm just letting you know, but you guys can file everything pro se. But see, you can't download this form, but it's good to have this because you know which form you need. Okay, so you would just go into FL 260 is the form that you need. Okay, so this kind of stuff is very informative for people. If you need, you're new to the family court and you need to petition for custody or support of minor child, you can also go to the county clerk's office, and they will give you like a packet. I don't know how it is in other states, but in California, they actually give us a packet, of all the information. So this is a stipulation and order for custody, child custody order. Let's see. Appear and waiver. I wonder if this is the waiver form. Nope, that one's not available. So declaration to default on custody and visitation orders. So this is another one right here. That one says it's not available. Let's see if this one is available. Nope. Okay. All right, so here is emergency ex parte order to request an ex parte hearing, information sheet, tribal information, joint legal custody attachment. But the thing about it too,